Hi everyone, Flora here, and today I want to talk with you about your environment and how that can actually make or break your life and your business. So, there are countless studies that talk about clutter and just all kinds of environmental factors that can take you away, pull you out physically, mentally, energetically from the moment. And when you work from home, when you are your own boss, this is crucial that you stay focused. It is crucial that you stay mission oriented, okay? Same with your life, okay? When you walk in after work, and your house is a mess or you've got all kinds of stuff going on, what's gonna happen? You're gonna see all of it and energetically you're gonna check out. There was a recent study that came out, I think it was about a month ago, that talks about the link between clutter and stress, like actual physical cortisol being pumped through your body, which is, the stress hormone. So if you're stressed out, look at your environment. If you're working at home or from home and you just can't focus, you're just like, oh my God, I'm so scattered, I can't stay focused. Look at your environment. How does it look? How does it feel? So the first thing that I would recommend that you do is do just a general pickup. Like set your timer for 10 minutes and do a general pickup around your home, in your bedroom, all kinds of stuff, so that you can actually go into the room, into the space and go, okay. Because like I said, there's studies upon studies upon studies that prove that when a space is cluttered, stress hormones get pumped through your physical body because there's all kinds of chaos, because it's combing, it meaning our brain, combs the surrounding area to look for threats. That's that old school part of our brain. And so if there's so much to look at and so many things going on, your brain's going, holy shit, look at all these things I have to assess to see if I need to be stressed out about it. You know what I'm saying? So pick up daily. This doesn't take long. Hopefully it won't take long. Some people, it'll take kind of a long time simply because they just have a very cluttered space. So what I would recommend, first and foremost, is take your timer, and I have timers all over my house because I love procrastinating on stuff sometimes, and when I know something's gonna take like 10 minutes or whatever, I'm like, boop, set my timer for 10 minutes, bam, and then bam, here we go. So 10 minutes, counting down, woohoo! So 10 minutes is actually a long time, and I'm gonna let this run. We may not go till this beeps, but who knows. So set your timer for 5 minutes or 10 minutes or 15 minutes and do a 10-minute quick clean around your home, okay? Now, for those of you that work from home, this is so crucially important because there's this thing that's called the laundry factor. I have clients that I see all the time, daily. And this one client in particular, for 2 weeks, so she was working with me for a 6-month stint, and we were working on creating her membership site. So we had very clear focus, very clear intentions, very clear milestones that she was to meet. And for 2 weeks in a row, she was not meeting her milestones. I'm like, all right, we need to have a talk. And so I let her vent, and within a span of just a couple of minutes, she mentioned the effing laundry. And I'm like, we're gonna talk about your laundry. She's like, I don't wanna talk about laundry, I wanna talk about my business and why I'm not getting stuff done. I'm like, you're not getting stuff done because of your laundry. And she goes, what? I said, yes, just stop what you're doing and just do the damn laundry. Take 15 minutes out or 20 minutes or 30 minutes out, do the laundry, and then put it away. She goes, well, I know that when I do the laundry, there's gonna be more, yada, yada, yada. And I said, okay, so whose laundry are you doing? She was doing her entire family's laundry, and folding it and putting it away. And I said, okay, how old is your family? And she has her spouse and then her 2 kids. And her 2 kids at the time, I think were like 9 and 12. I'm like, dude, they're totally old enough to do their own laundry. And I said, how would it feel for you to get their own laundry baskets for them? And she goes, oh, they have their own laundry baskets. I'm like, all right, so how would it feel for you if you were to tell them and teach them, okay, this is how you wash laundry. This is how you dry it, and this is how you put it away. So teach them. And she goes, well, I just don't want them to screw it up. And I'm just like, okay, well, right now you're screwing up your business because you're letting laundry dictate your energy and get in the way of your productivity. And she's like, okay, I get it. I see what you're saying. So she then stopped, did the laundry, and that night told her family, I'm not doing your laundry anymore. You need to do your own laundry. So they said, all right, cool. Well, her husband was notorious for putting all kinds of colors together and getting pink stuff. And I said, well, he's got to learn sometime, or you could just use those color catchers. Those work great. And if it's a particularly blended load, put 2 of them in just in case. So she's like, all right. And the next week, she had gotten not only those 2 weeks worth of things done that she didn't do, but she also got even more accomplished than what we even set out to get done for her membership site. So this is a thing. It's a real thing. And like I said, I like to call it the laundry factor. But your environment will dictate your peace of mind and your state of mind. So if you don't like the color of the walls, paint it. Like this, if y'all have been watching my videos for a long time, when I first moved into this house, this wall was kind of like this color. Now, I like this color. There's nothing wrong with it. But to have your entire first floor that color, I was like, ooh, I do not, it's not my favorite color, let's just say. So I waited and I'm just like, what color do I really want to paint? And I settled on this beautiful navy blue, and I'm just like, ooh, to me, this feels so fancy. I absolutely love it. Plus, it's one of my favorite colors. And when I walk into my room, even still, and it's been like 3 years since I've painted this room, it just feels so good. And I walk in and I just feel like, hello world, woohoo! So this kitchen table, I saved up. This was a pretty expensive table, but I saved up and I got the actual table, and then I purchased the chairs separately and the bench separately. And I love it, and it was very expensive, and I had to save up for it for several months in order to do so. But I wasn't going to get like a small $100 table because I wanted to feel luxurious when I was working. I wanted to feel a specific way. And so it's not just about clutter, it's not just about paint, it's the objects that you surround yourself with as well. I have plants all over my house. I've got this little tiny Ganesh, who is the remover of obstacles. I have all kinds of these amazing things that make me feel a specific way, so that when I show up for my clients and all of you, all of a sudden I bring in this energy, I'm holding this energy of the environment that I'm in. But if you have an environment that is dirty, that's cluttered, that is ugly, your energy is going to hold that when you show up to the world, when you show up for your family, when you show up outside of whatever, you know, and also with your clients. And so this week, give yourself permission to really look at your environment, look at the clutter, look at the actual color of your space, look at how it feels, and ask yourself, how do I want it to feel in here? What elements can I bring in so that I can be more productive with my home office and in my home work? How can I feel, or how do I want to feel in my bedroom? How do I want to feel in the bathroom? How do I want to feel in the kitchen or the living room or the dining room? Warren said, what would you suggest if I generally don't like being at home, despise being tidy? How can I remain focused at home when it's easier? Your comment is actually cut off, so I can't see the entire thing. So ask yourself, okay, where do I like to be? And then what from there? Okay, I love Pure One. And one time, as I was kind of preparing for this transformation, I actually walked into Pure One. I'm like, why do I like being in here so much? And I loved the deep, rich colors. I loved the stark contrast between the dark blues and the dark colors with like the white accents that would pop. And I have a lot of white accents around my home. I love the deep greens of the plants, like the fake plants that they have in there, and the dark woods. And so I made note of all that stuff, and then I started to bring those things into my space. And so if it's tidy but you just don't like being there, first and foremost, you could space clear. That's a whole nother video. You could do space clearing. You could ask yourself, you know, do I want to rearrange things? So start to kind of pick apart your home. And this is actually how I started my business in 1997. I would go in and I would clutter clear, space clear, help people rearrange, you know, all this stuff. I'm not a decorator by any means, but I did pretty good, you know, and I still do that to this day. I don't advertise it, but it is word of mouth that I do locally. So really look at where do you like being and look at those elements to bring into your space to help make it feel more homey and more comfortable for you to be in, okay? All right, so if you want my help with this, I actually have a class inside of the Mastermind Mafia called Simplify, the 10-day declutter extravaganza, which will help you declutter your home. And we also have a color therapy class that talks about colors and how the colors influence you in your life. So you can have access to both of those classes plus a plethora of more inside the Mastermind Mafia. So if you're interested in joining the Mastermind Mafia, I have 2 links for you. The first link is to find out more information about the Mastermind Mafia. The second link is to just say, fuck it, I'm joining because this is awesome and I totally want to be a part of that class. So click link number 2 if you want to join us inside the Mastermind Mafia. Tomorrow we actually have 3 live events going on, and then Thursday we have another live event. Wednesday we have our group coaching, we have our spiritual training, we also have our Ask Me Anything live Q&A, and then Thursday we have our group readings, which is so much fun. So click the links below, join us, and I will see you back here tomorrow. I love you all. Mwah! Bye.